I noticed the beans rolling across the table. That was a bad sign. It meant the watchtower we were stationed in had tilted dangerously. Worse still, after being battered by repeated Category 5 storms, the reactor had developed a minor leak. As a result, we were required to take iodine baths once a week to protect ourselves from radiation. But what worried us even more was that the storms had swept away our supplies. Our drinking water was nearly gone, and the food in the refrigerator was almost exhausted. To survive, we had no choice but to ration our meals, eating only small amounts each day to preserve our strength. We had been stationed in this watchtower for a full year. According to regulations, personnel were supposed to rotate out every year. Yet 6 months had already passed since our scheduled replacement date, and the team meant to relieve us had never arrived. Just as we were beginning to sink into despair, the lookout suddenly spotted something. He saw a ship quietly approaching. Strangely, there was no signal on the radar. Given the unusual situation, I ordered the communications officer to contact the vessel, but we received no response. At that moment, the lookout suggested it might be the long-awaited replacement ship. I decided to send him out to investigate. As he drew closer, the letters on the hull became clear. It was indeed the replacement ship we had been waiting for. But something was wrong. There wasn't a single soldier on board. He boarded the ship and began a careful search. Suddenly, the walkie-talkie emitted a piercing burst of static, forcing him to shut it off temporarily. He soon noticed that everything on the ship was covered in dust and cobwebs, a clear sign that it had been abandoned for a long time. When he reached the cabin, he found 4 sets of military protective gear, confirming that this was the ship carrying the replacement team. Yet the crew themselves had vanished without a trace. Fortunately, the supply cargo was still intact. Overwhelmed by hunger, he began to eat ravenously. Meanwhile, having received no response from him, I began to fear that he might be in danger. I decided to activate the weapons system. Just as I inserted the key and initiated the program, he suddenly remembered that he had turned off the walkie-talkie. I let out a sigh of relief and ordered him to bring the ship back. After he returned with it, I downloaded the ship's navigation logs. When I compared its route with our records, I uncovered a shocking secret.